We're at London Stock Exchange Studios for another broadcast interview with Business Worldwide magazine. We're talking today to Rino Solberg, chairman of the Better Globe Group and Business Worldwide magazine's Man of the Year 2018, who is one of the most innovative advocates in corporate responsibility. Better Globe Forestry Limited helps countries in Africa overcome poverty and corruption through social entrepreneurship by planting and harvesting a unique crop of trees. And he's got some pretty interesting projects on the horizon as well. Rino is here with us now. Hello to you. So do tell us, you've recently launched these 3 new companies within your group. Can you tell us a bit about these 3 companies?
Our vision is to eradicate poverty and corruption in Africa. And our mission is, by social entrepreneurship, plant as many trees as there are people on this planet, and thereby finance the sustainable implementation of our vision. And after 14 years of running Better Globe Forestry with a sort of a crowdfunding system, we have planted 2 million trees. And there we believe that we already know and have the key to eradicate poverty and corruption in Africa. So the only thing we need to do is to continue. Therefore, we in fact invented or created these 3 new companies, and they will more or less change the way people buying houses and cars, not to mention online shopping in the years to come. And the name of these 3 companies are Trees for Real Estate, Trees for Cars, and Trees for Shopping. The main reason for starting these companies is actually to find new ways and better ways to finance what we have as a goal to plant 9 billion trees within 2044. And it had to be a way that people who participate can make good money in the process and thereby make it sustainable. So let me explain 2 of these companies to start with. And that is that the first company is called Trees for Real Estate, and that will change the way people buy real estate. And anyone who buys a house anywhere around the world, whoever they buy it from, it doesn't matter, and also what the price is doesn't matter. They can join our system and get 20% of the total price cash back after 15 years. That's the way it works for Trees for Cars or Trees for Real Estate. And they can do it online. And it is also totally free for the buyers to get these 20%. However, the sellers, they pay a small percentage, 4%, to buy trees, high quality mahogany trees, from Trees for Real Estate or Trees for Cars in Norway. And then these trees are planted and taken care of. And in the end of the day, 14 years later, Trees for Cars, Trees for Real Estate will buy them back at the price equal to 40% of the total price of the house or the car, and then it is split between the buyer and the seller. So in fact, both of them make more money by doing it with our help than without.
Rino, tell us about treesforshopping.com.
Yeah. Well, treesforshopping.com is more or less the same concept as the other 2 companies. However, it is more like an internet loyalty program where the buyers of food, clothes, anything that you can buy on, electric equipment, telephones, and book a hotel, or whatever you buy online of products and service. After 15 years, they get 20% cash back of everything they bought combined as a saving. And the only thing is that our partners will pay a little percentage to buy trees in their name, and that one covers the 25% for them. And we believe that this is probably the best loyalty program ever made, because we think that this will create probably something called lifetime loyalty, if there is such a thing. That is a possibility. And it costs them nothing extra. And our simple slogan is, save 25% on everything, always. And for every tree bought, there is a small fixed fee that goes to poor farmers in Africa for planting trees, for microfinance, and for water support. And also money goes to Child Africa to build schools and educate children, not to mention fighting corruption.
Which leads us on, because why did you want to tackle the huge problems of corruption and poverty in Africa?
Well, that's not an easy question to answer, but I can tell you where it started. In 2004, when I was 60 years old, I had been an international serial entrepreneur for more than 40 years. And I sat down with my wife and we discussed what to do for the next 40 years of our lives. And we said, are we going to continue to do business just for business sake and make some extra profit? And at the best, I will end up being the richest guy in the cemetery, which was nothing to look forward to the way I see it. We decided to take all the knowledge, experience, money and time that we had left to do good for people in Africa. My wife Julie and I, we started an NGO called Child Africa in 1991. So we have personally seen how much it helps to help these poor people and how much they need help. So that is one of the things we really wanted to do something with. The only way, however, that any poverty can be eradicated in Africa, or any other place for that matter, is that we help people take care of their own life so they can be sustainable. That's one of the most important things. In 2006, after studying and researching for 2 years, we found a tree that could yield as much money as we needed over 15 to 20 years. And it is called mukau. It's a high quality mahogany tree. We started to plant these trees and then started to eradicate poverty in a way we call social entrepreneurship, the Better Globe Way. And I even wrote a book about it with that name.
And why was planting trees, and in particular the mukau, important in solving the problem of poverty in Africa? Why that particular tree?
Because there is a huge demand of tropical timber like mukau, that is a mahogany quality timber. And that is due to the loss of forests all over the world and the ban in the tropical rainforest. So that is why when we have a tree that yields all the money we need, that's the one we can do all the jobs with the poor people with. And it happens to be like this, that the people who are poor and they are farmers in Africa, they don't know what to do. They plant, maybe they have no education, so they continue planting the same maize that their grandfather did, although there's not a market for the maize. So we tell them what to do and how to do it, and we plant high quality mahogany trees. We make them our partners, and we make an agreement over 15 years. So we split the profit with them after 15 years, and we buy the trees back at 10% higher price than the real price in the market at that time. Because we are not there to make a huge profit for ourselves. We are there to eradicate poverty. So that's why we can do it this way.
Mm-hmm. And your second strategy for doing that, for eradicating poverty in Africa, is microfinance. So can you explain that to us?
Yes, one of the most important things with microfinance is when we give poor people a loan, they have never been given that trust before. And because we give them that trust, that makes them keep their dignity and self-reliance and self-feeling. So they feel good about themselves and they are more motivated to do the job they're supposed to. And also in our microfinance system, we have a system that when they borrow some money and they pay it back, they can borrow more money and they pay it back, and then they start saving in the bank. So they start saving and become richer and richer every day. And anyone who saves money in our microfinance bank, they become the owner of the bank. We don't own the bank. We just support it with money to start it, and they are the one financing it for the rest of their life. And if that bank gives a profit, they are the one who get it.
And Rino, what is your vision for the future of Africa and the role that you play in that vision?
Well, anyone can tell you that Africa is going to be the next booming continent. One thing for sure is that 6 of the biggest economies in the world today in 2018, they come from Africa. 6 out of the 10 biggest. So it's a great potential for both investment and work in Africa for the ones who want to do that. There's also a massive need for production or processing industries in Africa, and Better Globe Forestry is going to be there. We're going to put our factories, when our trees are grown, we're going to put our factories to make high quality furniture of mahogany to the export market, then take the money back to Africa to do more there. We're going to furniture, floor tiles, and many other products that we will design as we go. And that means the money will remain in Africa to do good. So this is one of the most important things. Better Globe Forestry is in fact in lead in the work towards eradicating poverty and corruption in Africa. We feel we have the key and we have the tools to implement it also. We also believe we have the best team available to cover all parts of our operation for the implementation in Africa. I will personally never live to see my vision come to fruition due to the fact that this is a long-term thing, and I will only be able to make the foundation. My job is to make the foundation so strong so anyone who comes after me can do the job and fulfill it. Our plans are made forever. Only time will tell how successful we will be.
Rino Solberg, thank you very much indeed. I wish you all the luck in the world.
Thank you very much.
Rino Solberg, congratulations to you, the CEO of Better Globe Group. You've just won Business Worldwide magazine's Man of the Year 2018, and here is your award. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. I'm very happy to receive this on behalf of all the people that we've been working with for 14 years. That is partners, friends, and everybody who's been working hard in Africa to make it happen. This is their award, so thank you very much.